Being intentional about your time is going to change your life. Hi, my loves. Welcome back to Tiffany TV. I am here today with my bevy of the day. A quick story. Last time that I had chai tea, I got roasted, okay, by the Eastern Hemisphere of this world. Chai means tea, for those of you who do not know, like I didn't know. So when we say chai tea here in America, we are basically saying tea. I think that's hilarious. Let's also note that Starbucks has chai tea latte on the menu. There were people that literally were like, I was so interested in this video, but as soon as you said chai tea, I had to get off. And I'm like, I did not know it was that serious. So you could have just laughed at me. You didn't have to like reprimand me. I just thought it was pretty funny once I found out. But anyway, we are here with a chai tea latte. It's so good. So as always, we're going to set an intention from my I'm Listening Self-Love Edition deck. And today's question is, am I currently taking aligned steps towards who I want to be? It is so easy to say, I want to do this. I want to achieve this. I want next year to look like this. And to be honest, if we don't have an idea of what things we need to change, what things we need to work on, or some sort of plan, I don't believe you have to have everything rigidly planned out, but I believe having some sort of plan of action and some things written out to understand what you're working towards. Even if you're just writing down what you're working towards so you can look at it and start to get an idea of what steps to take, I think that is helpful. And that leads perfectly into what we're doing and talking about today. Let's just take a moment to celebrate because Notion has sponsored this video and it is my first sponsored YouTube video since I rebranded. I remember mentioning in one of my videos, I believe it was the self-trust video, where I talked about how when you are trying to gain a new habit or implement new things into your life, new things into your routine, one of the worst things you can do for yourself is not time manage and not write things out and have like a schedule that you're trying to follow, because it's so much easier to fall back into old habits and to your old patterns and your ways that your body and your mind automatically work or have been working for 20, 30, 40 years, for however long you've had this habit, probably most of your life if you're trying to change it now. If you don't have things in place, when you are bored or when you don't have anything written out, you're probably going to fall back into old habits. And I talked about how I used to get up in the morning and I kind of would be all over the place. I would get up early, but because I didn't have anything set in place, I would take 2-3 hours meditating, and then I would start cleaning, and then I would yoga, be watching a show while I'm doing yoga. I would just like waste my time. And by the time I turned around, it's already like noon, 1 o'clock, and half my day has gone by and I've gotten nothing done. I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but like sometimes I'll set an intention and I'll have a really clear moment on a breakthrough or like a reason why or a motivator. And then a day or two later, I kind of forget what the intention was. I kind of forget what I was really going after or what I was trying to do, what I was trying to change. And it was because I was lacking writing things down, writing them out, and keeping them organized. I have to say one of the game changers for me in actually making these new changes and implementing these new routines and habits has been writing it out. And previously I used notes, but in the past few months of really like growing my business, getting really intentional and tunnel vision about the habits I want to implement personally, about the ways that I want to grow my brand and the ways that I want to expand and offer more products, I had to get really, really organized. So for the past few months, I've been using Notion. It has absolutely been a game changer. I was able to put everything into these templates that actually make more sense instead of just making a ton of lists and having to scroll through and find them. It became the first app that I open in the morning. To this very moment. It's where I organize my YouTube videos. It's where I organize almost everything that I've launched, including my cards, my YouTube videos, the things I have coming up for 2024. I've used it to organize all of that and to actually do it rather than just have it be something that I wrote down that I'm not following through with. I see it every single day. I feel so many of you are going to benefit just the same way I did as I show you how I used it over the past few months and how I'm using it now currently on a daily basis to make sure that I am hitting my goals. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through. Here over on the side is my dashboard. Here's where you're going to find all of my tabs that I separated my goals and my habits and all my notes out into. Right now I have personal, I have family, and I have career. Then I have my weekly to-dos. So quickly go on to personal. You can either look right here on the page as you click on personal, or you can drop it down to select each individual. Right here I have my 2024 yearly goal tracker. I have bring it to life, which is like my overall vision board for my life right now and the things I want to bring to life. I have my habit tracker, which I feel is going to be very, very helpful for a lot of you as we build these new habits that we've learned in the videos, and writing it down to see if you're doing the things that you say you want to do on a daily basis, keeping you accountable. Right? It is a way of going through and seeing what things you need to pay more attention to. My reading list, good to start that. I have my moon rituals here, and then I have what I just started, which is my capsule collection. So just to start, when we go into our 2024 yearly goal tracker, this was a template for 2023 that I changed over to 2024. I found it in the Notion templates. They had it broken down like this for Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. I created my own little images in Canva, and it says peace, purpose, abundance, and joy. I love to have like buzzwords for my year. Last year, my word was intention, and I was really intentional about what I wanted my career to be and what I wanted to do. And by the end of the year, that panned out. So peace is the overall goal. I want to be at peace in my personal life, in my career, in any relationships that I have, right? Purpose, to really hone in on what my purpose is and continue to build that out, continue to build my career around that, and continue to be of service. Abundance in all things, in money, in love, in joy, in laughter. And then there's joy. Joy is just like hand in hand with peace, but I really realize it's important to be intentional about being joyful. I don't want to get so caught up in trying to grow or in trying to be my best self that I lose out in the fun moments and just enjoying being a kid with my son and enjoying actualizing these things and bringing it to life. Like, I want to be joyful about that and excited. So I haven't built it all out, but I tried to put some things in for at least the first 2 quarters. Here are my January goals. I have another product launch that is coming and I'm excited about. We are, I think, at 92K subscribers here on YouTube. Wish that happened quickly. And so I have a 100K milestone coming on YouTube. I'm speaking that into existence, that is going to happen during Q1. I'm excited to receive that plaque. I really am. It's been a long time coming. I want to expand the customer experience, weekly date nights again with my husband, healthier family diet, and daily body movement. I know that was a little bit of a mouthful, but that's just to give you an idea of breaking down the quarterly goals. And then you go into Q2, Q3, Q4. And so this helps you break it down into quarters. But if you come down here, you can list specific goals that you want to do. So here I have move my body daily, whether that is yoga or actually working out. I want to make sure that I am moving my body every single day. I started learning the keyboard in 2023. I really want to amp that up, and I'm trying to set a goal of 4 times a week, even if it's for 20 minutes a day, just trying to make sure I sit at that keyboard. I also, at the beginning of the year of 2023, started learning Spanish through Duolingo, and I want to keep that up. More intentional time with loved ones. We are looking to buy our new car. Again, 100K plaque, change of environment, moving, new home, travel, and to continue building our financial foundation. So this is what I have written out for 2024 that I want to continue working on from 2023 and that I want to implement in 2024. Now, here is my vision board that I have. Do you remember I told you guys that I will go into Canva, that I'll take a screenshot from an account, whether I found it online or I take it from my actual bank, and then I will change the numbers and keep that as something I keep looking at as what I want to see. Okay, we are setting big goals as we see here. So I have building our home, 6 figures monthly, growth in businesses. We're getting our little boy into a school, so I want to make sure it's something that he is joyful about. I'm trying to speak that into existence because as a mama, I am. Getting back to our date nights, I want them to be places we love, places we've never been. So I'm speaking extravagant date nights, our new cars, frequent travel with family, luxe living, just upgrading where we're at now to where I've been having my eye on for a while. Bonding time with friends and peace and wellness retreats I want to make a priority. So this is my vision board that I've been looking at for the past few months, and I've upgraded some things to bring it into 2024. So as I said, I also have my reading list. That's another personal thing that I wanted to go through. These are the books that I have read. You can click right here and say done. Then you can keep ones in progress as you're still working through it. And I love this because, again, I forgot what books that I read and I forgot what books I'm in progress in, so I can go back and make sure I finish those books. That was a template they already had that I was just able to find and plug in my books and change, all the information to fit with me, but the template was already there. You also have the option of creating your own template if you would like to. And so you would do that by going to new page, name this bucket list, let's say, and then you wanted to create a board under here. You want to skydive. I don't want to do that. I'm afraid of heights. Maybe one day, but not on today. And add a little icon. I love the icons. Let's just do a plane. Jump out of a plane usually when you skydive, right? You are on your way tomorrow. You can change the status of this skydiving to in progress. It moves here. You're working on it, and you have successfully skydived. Okay. Then you go here and you click done. And now you have your list of complete and done. So that's how you would create a page if you wanted to create it from scratch, but you can also just go into the templates. And again, I like to go into more templates so I can find all of them. And let's see if they have anything for bucket list. And so we'll click on bucket list. I think this might be where I got my mood board from. It might have been here, but you can click on view template and then you can add it to your templates and just fill it in with the things that you actually want to do. So you don't have to do so much thinking. Love, love, love that for us. So let's go back. Family, I'm still building out, but as you could see, a lot of the things on my vision board are including my family. Okay. On to the good stuff, the stuff that I've already completed this year and how I worked through this. So if we go here into career, you see I have 2 boards, right? I have the TL brand, which is really me writing down the mission statement for my company. This is what I used before I started my YouTube videos in the summer, before I rebranded my Instagram page and started to create all the content that you guys have been seeing. I first sat down and wrote out a mission, and then I brainstormed all the ideas of the things that were popping in my head as I imagined this brand coming to life, right? And so quickly, the mission was through creative visuals and heartfelt messaging, I want to display just how beautiful a life in healing and a life in general can be. I want to show unconventional forms of healing that we do on a daily basis and typically don't give ourselves credit for. I desire to see women and men master self-actualization by helping them to build healthier habits, find the tools to dismantle the internal blocks that have held them back, and to create a life that they don't need a vacation from. We love vacations, but we don't want to need our vacations, right? I want to see women living their version of euphoria, whatever that is for you. I aim to create art that makes people feel, think, and commit to themselves just a bit more. I will give easily accessible and applicable tips that will help women step into the fullest versions of themselves. I feel really good about where we are on that list, okay? So as we now come down here, I am not going to show you the things that I am thinking of doing or the things that are in progress because I love a little element of surprise. So as you see, we have the not started list, we have the in progress list, and then we have the done list. And I think this is so cool because you can do the same for yourself, whether you're starting a brand or whether you're just wanting to get more organized for yourself, for your family. I use this board on most of my pages because I feel like it is so practical and helpful. You put your things in the list of what you want to do. As you're working on them, you move them over to in progress. And then once they're done, you click done and they're in that list. Then you can see here, I have complete website. And then under complete website was where I had everything. In this page is where I said the pictures that I needed to get for my website before it was complete, the categories that I wanted to add. I've been telling you guys I'm working on the podcast. I'm working on adding a self-care page with recommendations for places to go, retreats to go, words of encouragement, affirmation videos, and meditation videos. So everything was here before I put it onto my website. And can I just tell you guys that it's been 3 years since I've been trying to get that website off the ground. And only once I created this page with actionable, easy steps, I was able to chip away at it every day. When you're thinking of doing something and it just seems like a huge project, once I sat down and I broke down the things that I wanted to see on my page, each day the website was coming together more and more. And it probably took me about 2 weeks to do, just having those steps and being able to check it off. And when I was able to launch that site and put that into done, the feeling that I had is indescribable. I think it's one of our pleasures to have something come from here and bring it into tangible reality is one of my favorite things to do. And I think as human beings, we love that. We love imagining something and bringing it to life. And so this is when I was ordering my samples for my I'm Listening deck. This database has really allowed me to hone in on exactly what I want to do, stay organized and stay on top of myself. And so here is where I plan all my YouTube videos. As you see in progress right now is my Notion video. And then right over here is all the videos that we have already done. In here, you're gonna see how I write out all my thoughts. As I'm talking to you guys, I'm checking my phone, making sure I go over everything. Sometimes I'll just talk and then I'll go back and just check through and make sure that I have actually covered all the topics. It just helps me to stay on track and on brand, and I don't have to use my brain as much to try to keep everything organized. It is all organized here. I have the app on my phone. It is one of the first apps that I open up. Oh, I forgot to show you the habit tracker. So here are the things that are most important to me: getting 8 hours of sleep, meditation, journaling, moving my body, connecting with my loved ones, at least 1 hour towards my goals, if not more, and that I ate good, okay? And so Habit Tracker is another template that you can find. You can go in and update your buttons. And so you do that by going here to properties, and you can update what they say. So here I'm gonna put, this is what's important to me, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. And that'll change that on all templates. And now I can go through, I did do meditation this morning. I did journal this morning. I did not move my body, connected with my loved ones. I sat with my husband and my son this morning. I am working on my goals right now. So an hour towards my goal. So I love this habit tracker. And as you add new, it's going to start for today. And then it'll keep track for, I think, about a week. The last thing I do want to show you is how I'm doing my weekly to-dos. So there is a weekly to-do template that I use. And like this is this week coming up. So I begin my YouTube video, shoot my Notion video, which is today. Like yesterday, I had this a little bit bigger, but today I'm going to move Tuesday a little bit bigger so I can see everything that's going on. These are the photos I want to get once my husband gets back. I'll either do this on Sunday. I'll put everything on the week that I have planned so far, and then I'll go in the night before and just fill that in with anything that I want to get done for the next day. Anything that I want to get done. Like literally, if it's take an hour nap, it's going on here. So this has helped me to stay on my ish every single day. I just wanted to give you an overview of how I used it and how it's helped me and how I plan to use it going forward in 2024. I do not see myself moving forward without it because it has been so helpful to keep me accountable. Like if I don't have a person here, Notion has been my person, like my personal assistant, okay? And speaking of personal assistants, Notion just launched Q&A, which is basically like a personal assistant. It studies the way that you use Notion so that it can help you when you ask for a suggestion. And it also studies like your decision making. And instead of you having to go searching through all of your stuff, you can just ask Q&A and it will summarize whatever you needed to summarize. It will give you all the information coming from your workspace. So now if you already have Notion, then you already have access to it. But if you are going to sign up for Notion now and you want to get waitlisted, there's going to be a code in the description for you to sign up. When we talk about wellness and healing and adding these new habits on, it can feel overwhelming. And the one thing I know for sure is that when things are stuck up here in your head, or when it's just one big list of something, it can feel like it's something that you have to have hours to do. Whereas once I was able to put my goals in here and break it down step by step exactly what I want to do, it made everything so much more attainable and achievable. I'm not naturally the most organized person. I have to work really hard to be organized because I am very much a carefree girl. In order to achieve my goals, personally, career-wise, and within my family, it has been vital for me to write everything down and to be able to see it on a daily basis to remind me of what I'm working towards and what I'm going after. If you're anything like me, I truly believe that Notion is going to be super helpful for you. So if you're not already on Notion and you do want to sign up, my custom link is right in the description. I know I've been talking about all the mental things and the internal things that I'm doing to achieve my goals, but I think also having those tangible things that we can do on a daily basis that are already in place so that when we do have the days where we feel a little bit off, where we're not thinking as clearly or as creative, it's already taken care of. It's already organized. All you have to do is go to your list, to your weekly to-dos, or to your list of things you want to accomplish in your business and what you can do today. It's really good to just be able to go to a place where you've already organized everything and you don't have to do all that work. I know for me, that has been everything. I want to see people that are just not in their best space take their power back and truly be able to turn their lives around. That is what I want more than anything. And we do that by taking control of our time, by using every moment towards something that is helping us get closer to who we want to be. Understand that that does not mean hustle culture. Understand that that does not mean we need to work the whole time. Understand that that doesn't mean always going for a goal. Sometimes that means I am setting this day aside to rest, to recover, to recenter. That is intentional too. Being intentional about your time is going to change your life. And for some of us that have been used to just kind of going with the flow, we might be really resistant to the idea of structure. And I know for me, I was resistant to the idea of structure because I felt like that was going to kill my creativity. Having some structure in place is what gives you more freedom. So as you head into this new year, I am sending you all the love and big hugs for a successful year on your terms, whatever that is, whatever goals you have. It doesn't have to look big. It doesn't have to make sense to everyone, but whatever your goals are for success, whether it be internal, mental, emotional, I am rooting for you, and I am praying that you are able to put things in place to make that process go as smoothly as possible for you. I'm sending you all the love, all the light, all the feels. I'm sending you all of it. And till next time, keep living in love, in light, and in your truth. Mwah. Bye. Monday, tune in on Tuesday, tune in on Wednesday.